The main reason we rotated the portfolio into cash flow generative strategies in late 15 and early 16 was the extreme dislocation that was in that space caused by what we thought were technical factors, forced selling by banks like Deutsche Bank and Credit Suisse, other let's call them sticky-handed or strong-handed sellers. A lot of the contagion effect came from China's risk of a hard landing and oil collapsing, but had absolutely nothing to do with the fundamentals of the housing market, commercial real estate market, and to a lesser extent, the levered loan market. So we saw cheap assets with very good cash flows. We were confident that if the U.S. avoided a recession, we would generate attractive returns. And we still have that general bias in the portfolio, except the exposures have evolved. Where at that point we had no TRUP CDO exposure, now it's our second largest theme. At that point we had significantly more prepay sensitive RMBS exposure, now it's in the single digits. At that point we had more CLO exposure, now it's much smaller. So we've continued to stick with cash flow generative strategies, but we've substantially evolved the mix under the hood, so to speak. And we think we're positioned extremely well for continued economic strength. If there is downside of the economy, we think we have far less downside than other asset classes like equities or high yield bonds. And we do not worry about significantly higher interest rates unless things get out of control and you have a 10-year at 5 or 6 and a Fed funds rate at 4 or 5.
All investments are subject to risk, including the possible loss of the money you invest. For more information about SkyBridge Multi-Advisor Hedge Fund Portfolios Series G and the SkyBridge G2 Fund, call 1-888-759-2730 to obtain a prospectus. Investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and other important information about a fund are contained in the prospectus. Read and consider it carefully before investing. This webcast is for educational purposes only. We recommend that you consult a professional advisor about your individual situation.